Welcome to SeaWorld Orlando. This park might be best known for its animal encounters, but it surprisingly also has some of the best coasters in Central Florida. In this video, we're going to be covering all the rides, shows, and animal experiences that you can expect to see so you can plan the perfect day. Let's dive into everything you need to know before visiting SeaWorld Orlando. Let's start with the rides. SeaWorld Orlando has a surprisingly stacked ride lineup and is a major roller coaster destination. It is known as the coaster capital of Orlando thanks to its mix of big, world-class coasters and unique ride concepts you won't find anywhere else. Let's begin with the main attractions. First up is Mako, which is located in the very back of the park just past the Sea Lion and Otter Stadium. Named after one of the fastest sharks in the ocean, Mako is SeaWorld's signature thrill coaster and the one people point to when they say SeaWorld has some of the best coasters in Central Florida. It's the tallest and fastest roller coaster in Orlando, built to mimic the swift, graceful movements of a shark as it slices through the water. In fact, it is the only hypercoaster in the city of Orlando, which is defined as a 200-foot tall or taller roller coaster. This ride stands at 200 feet tall. It has a track length of 4,760 feet and hits speeds around 73 miles per hour. And it is known for its airtime at the top of the hills. There are no inversions here, but you won't miss them because the layout is designed for speed and non-stop airtime. If you want the biggest and fastest roller coaster in the park, this is it. Next on our list is Manta. This one is located in the front of the park and is the first coaster that you'll come across if you go clockwise around the park. Manta is a unique flying coaster, which means that you'll be tilted forward into a face-down flying position to mimic the feeling of a giant manta ray gliding through the ocean. It reaches a height of 140 feet and tops out at about 56 miles per hour, but it feels much more intense than that because of the flying position. This roller coaster has 4 inversions, including a 98-foot tall pretzel loop that's famous for feeling super intense because of the way it presses you into the harness. Another highlight for many is the splash effect, where the train skims so close to the water that fountains spray up to make it look like the wingtips are touching the surface. Manta is a must-do for me because there's nothing like that feeling of flying, and it feels totally different than any other coaster in the park. Next up is Kraken. Kraken is located between Journey to Atlantis and a penguin trek. Kraken is inspired by the legendary sea monster and is Orlando's only floorless coaster. Your feet will dangle as you climb more than 150 feet and hit speeds of 65 miles per hour. And from there, it's just non-stop intensity. Kraken packs in 7 inversions, including high-speed loops, corkscrews, and a cobra roll that dives down through these trench-like sections near the ground, which makes it feel even faster than it is. If you're someone that loves that classic non-stop coaster chaos with loops and corkscrews, then Kraken will definitely deliver. Next on our list is Pipeline, the surf coaster. Pipeline is located near the front of the park, right alongside of the Central Lake. Pipeline is one of SeaWorld's most unique coasters because it's themed around surfing, and it's also billed as the world's first surf coaster. Instead of sitting in a traditional seat, you're positioned like you're standing on a giant surfboard with a little movement built in, so it feels like you're riding a wave, carving through turns and bouncing over swells. The coaster launches from 0 to 60 miles per hour in seconds and climbs to around 110 feet. It features just one inversion, which is the wave curl, designed to mimic a surfing maneuver. But what really sets us right apart is the standing surfing position. The seats even bounce up and down to simulate riding a massive wave. This ride is another must-do just because it feels so different from the rest of the coaster lineup. Next is Icebreaker. Icebreaker is located right next to Expedition Odyssey and Orca Stadium. Icebreaker is another launch coaster, but this time with an Arctic theme, and it's unique because it's built around multiple launches instead of one big lift hill. In fact, it has 4 separate launches, both forward and backward, to keep building momentum. All of that leads into the ride's signature moment, a reverse launch up to a 93-foot spike that hits a 100-degree angle, which SeaWorld bills as the steepest beyond vertical drop in Florida. It tops out around 52 miles an hour, and it feels punchier than that because of the rapid back and forth launching. And even though it doesn't have traditional inversions, it still delivers with rapid fire twists, speed changes, and near vertical top hat, and of course that 93-foot spike. If you're someone that really enjoys launch coasters, this one is definitely for you. Over in the Antarctica area of the park is Penguin Trek. Penguin Trek is a family-friendly coaster themed as an Antarctic research mission where you hop on a snowmobile and race into the frozen unknown. You'll board your snowmobile-style vehicle and speed along with your expedition team, navigating sharp turns and narrowly escaping the crumbling hazards of the icy cavern. It tops out at about 43 miles per hour, so it still has some speed, but it's designed to be fun and accessible for a wide range of riders. What makes this one stand out is the experience. It's an indoor and outdoor coaster, so you're moving between environments as the ride builds the expedition story. There are no inversions on this coaster, and with a 42-inch height requirement, it's one of the best rides in the park for families who want something exciting without jumping straight into the biggest thrill rides. The track spans over 3,000 feet, and the attraction ends by leading you straight into the walkthrough encounter inside the real penguin exhibit. Next is Expedition Odyssey, which is located next to the Orca Stadium and Icebreaker. Expedition Odyssey is one of SeaWorld's newest attractions, and it's a first-of-its-kind Arctic adventure that blends a ride experience with real animal encounters. It uses dynamic motion and state-of-the-art visuals with real-world footage, so it genuinely feels like you're traveling through the Arctic. What makes this ride stand out is the technology. SeaWorld describes it as the next-generation ride system with a wide range of motion, so you're not just moving up and down. The ride takes you through towering glaciers, wide-open tundra, and even down into the icy depths of the Arctic Ocean. The ride utilizes a massive 50-foot screen and sensory effects like wind and mist to really add to the immersion. The ride doesn't end when you exit. Just like we saw at the Penguin Trek, Expedition Odyssey transitions you straight into the real Arctic animal exhibit, where you can see live animals like the beluga whales and walruses right after you ride. SeaQuest Legends of the Deep is the new ride announced for 2026, and SeaWorld is positioning it as a big, family-friendly headline attraction. SeaQuest will also be located right next to Expedition Odyssey. SeaWorld is calling SeaQuest the world's first-of-its-kind suspended dark ride. The story is that you'll board a state-of-the-art submersible and travel through different underwater realms, with scenes that take you into a glowing ecosystem, passing sunken shipwrecks and along legendary and mythical sea creatures. Plus, it gives SeaWorld another solid indoor option that doesn't depend on perfect Florida skies. Infinity Falls is SeaWorld's whitewater raft ride, and if you're trying to get soaked, this one will absolutely deliver. This ride is located in the very back of the park, just past the Nautilus Theater. Here, you'll climb aboard a circular raft like a classic river rapids ride. But the big claim to fame is the finale. It's a record-setting 40-foot waterfall drop, known as one of the tallest drops on a river raft ride. The course spans over 1,500 feet, and the whole experience lasts about 5 minutes. It's around flowing fountains, surprise geysers, and breathtaking waterfalls along the way. It's a great midday option when it's hot out and you want something refreshing. Just know that you might get wet is optimistic, because there is a very good chance everyone in the raft is going to get absolutely drenched. Next is SeaWorld's water coaster, Journey to Atlantis, which is located right next to Kraken. Journey to Atlantis is a hybrid water ride and coaster, so you'll get a little bit of everything: an indoor dark ride setup, some outdoor coaster-style movement, and a classic flume finale. The experience begins inside as a dark ride where you'll board an 8-person boat and float along a water channel. The early scenes use lighting and water effects to set the mood of a lost city of Atlantis. After the indoor section and the first lift hill, the ride heads outside for a few turns before climbing a second lift hill. Then you'll hit the signature moment, a 50-foot drop into the water for a big splashdown. From there, the ride transitions into a short, dry coaster roller coaster track section back inside, including a spiral drop followed by a final small splashdown before returning to the station. Plan to get wet, especially if you're sitting towards the front. The exit area of the ride also features a small aquarium exhibit called Jewels of the Sea, which has aquariums built into the floor and ceiling. If you want something a little slow and relaxing, the Flamingo paddle boats are a chill lap around SeaWorld's Central Lake. It's a separate upcharge, but it's a fun little reset if you want to take a break from the coaster intensity and standing in lines. The ride is about 20 minutes and pricing is currently listed as $6 plus tax for pass members, $8 plus tax for a single rider boat for general guest, and $12 plus tax for a double rider boat for general guest. Just keep in mind that prices can change, so it's always worth a quick check in the app or on the website before you go. You can find them across from Nautilus Theater, which is right next to the Mako coaster. The Sky Tower is located in the center of the park, right alongside the Central Lake. The Sky Tower offers a gentle, air-conditioned escape from the hustle and bustle of the park. Guests remain seated in a rotating capsule as it slowly rises, providing a 360-degree bird's-eye view of SeaWorld's attractions. On a clear day, views can extend for miles, allowing guests to spot other Orlando landmarks like the skyscrapers of downtown Orlando and even Spaceship Earth at Epcot. The ride requires an extra fee, around $6 for general guests, though pass members may be able to ride for free. It is relying on good weather, so its operating schedule can be unpredictable. So if you notice it running and you want to do it, it's worth hopping on if you see it operating. Now let's move on to the kids area of the park, Sesame Street Land. Sesame Street Land is located right between Infinity Falls and Expedition Odyssey. It's a 6-acre neighborhood that brings Sesame Street to life with gentle rides, interactive play zones, and tons of character moments. For rides, you've got a great mix of first ride attractions. Abby's Flower Tower is a spinning ride that lifts you up in colorful flower pots. Cookie Drop is a mini drop tower, and Elmo's Choo Choo Train is a gentle train ride with a 36-inch minimum height. Slimy Slider is a swoop and swivel style ride through Oscar's Compost Collection. And Super Grover's Boxcar Derby is the junior coaster of the land with a 38-inch minimum height. Then you've got the Sunny Day Carousel that almost anyone can do. Rubber Ducky Waterworks is basically a splashy fountain play zone that's perfect on a hot day. And Rosita's Harmony Hills is a shaded play area. And as you walk through the neighborhood, there's also fun little details like the famous 1-2-3 stoop and Big Bird's nest that makes it feel like you're actually on the show. For entertainment, keep an eye out for the award-winning Sesame Street Party Parades and the meet and greets at Photo with Elmo's and Friends. And depending on the day and season, you can also catch story time with Big Bird at Big Bird's Nest, which is a really sweet break for families. In addition to the world-class coasters and rides, SeaWorld is also an accredited zoo with plenty of animal habitats and up-close experiences to explore. Let's kick off the animal side of the park with the Manta Aquarium. This is most likely the first animal habitat that you'll come across as you enter the park, as it's located next to the queue area for the Manta coaster. This 184,000-gallon habitat is home to over 3,000 marine animals, including a breathtaking collection of rays that glide gracefully through 10 unique naturalistic displays. The highlight is the immersive 360-degree pop-up window, which allows you to stand directly beneath the water for an incredible eye-to-eye view of crown nose and spotted eagle rays as they soar overhead. Just around the corner from the Manta Aquarium is the Dolphin Nursery, where you can watch mother bottlenose dolphins and their calves. The Dolphin Nursery is a great place to introduce kids to the beauty of life in the animal world from its very first chapters. Watch as the dolphin calves practice jumping, playing, and communicating with their moms and other newborn calves through clicks and vocalizations. A short walk away is the Stingray Lagoon and a feeding area, which is one of the hands-on areas of the park. Here, you can reach your hands just below the surface and feel the stingrays as they swim by. Despite their name, stingrays are one of the most docile species to inhabit the oceans. At Stingray Lagoon, there are more than 120 rays, some with wingspans up to 5 feet. If you want to upgrade your experience, you can also pay a little extra for a tray of food to feed them. Right next to the Stingray Lagoon is the Dolphin Cove, where you can watch a group of bottlenose dolphins swim, play, and leap above the water. Dolphin Cove is one of the largest interactive dolphin pools in the world, and there are a few different viewpoints around the cove where you can watch from different perspectives. And if you want the closest experience, this is also where you can book the Dolphins Up Close add-on. For an extra fee, you can meet the trainers, learn how to care for the dolphins, and you'll get a chance to touch and feed a dolphin. Make sure you don't miss the underwater viewing area, where you can watch the dolphins glide past the glass and see their speed and movement up close. Right next to the Dolphin Cove is the SeaWorld Rescue Center, where you can see real conservation work happening in real time. Here, you can get an up-close look at the park's real-world conservation efforts and is a real working facility dedicated to the rescue, rehabilitation, and return of marine animals to the wild. The first area is the Manatee Rehabilitation Area, where you can step behind the scenes of one of the country's only 5 manatee critical care facilities. Here, you can see vulnerable manatees receiving state-of-the-art care in recovery pools through underwater and above-water viewing. The facility also houses rescue sea turtles, including the critically endangered Kemp's Ridley sea turtles. Guests can observe the turtles both above and below the water, learning about their individual rescue stories and rehabilitation journeys before they are returned to the ocean. And make sure that you spend a few minutes in the underwater viewing area. This is one of the best spots for up-close views because you can watch the manatees and turtles glide right past the glass, and it really shows their size and movement in a way that you can't get from above the pools. Located within the Rescue Center's underwater viewing area, this is the country's largest public-facing facility dedicated to coral conservation. Guests can observe and interact with coral biologists as they care for at-risk Florida corals and learn about the importance of healthy coral reefs, often called the rainforest of the ocean. Located at the exit to Journey to the Atlantis is the Jewel of the Sea Aquarium. Here is the best place to see jellyfish, moray eels, tropical fish, and baby sharks. The aquarium is notable for its innovative design, which includes both a glass floor and a ceiling aquarium, allowing guests to see fish and other marine life swimming above and below them. Up next is the Antarctic Penguin Encounter, which you'll find right at the exit of Penguin Trek. And if you're not riding the coaster, there's also a separate entrance so that you can still visit the habitat. The habitat mimics the frozen southern continent and is kept at a chilly 28 degrees Fahrenheit or -2 degrees Celsius. The exhibit is home to 6 different species of penguins, including the emperor penguins. Emperor penguins are the largest of all penguin species, and SeaWorld Orlando is the only place that you can see them in the Western Hemisphere. There are a few other add-on experiences here that you can purchase to get an even closer look to these animals. These include the Penguin Encounter, Penguins Up Close Tour, and the new Ultimate Penguins on Ice experience where you can see those amazing emperor penguins up close. If you're looking for one of the most entertaining animal stops in the park, head over to the sea lions at Pacific Point. This is honestly one of my favorites because the sea lions are absolutely hilarious. The whole area is designed to feel like a rugged Pacific coastline with the coastal town atmosphere, and it's home to a large group of animals, with sea lions making up the majority. When you walk up, you'll probably hear them before you see them. They're loud, they're dramatic, and they're usually either sunbathing on the rocks or zipping through the water or playfully interacting with each other. And if you want to make it even more fun, you can do the sea lion feeding. This is an extra fee where you buy a tray of fish and feed them, and it's one of the most popular hands-on experiences in the park. Just keep an eye out for the birds because they will absolutely try to swoop in and steal the fish. And if you want an even closer experience, SeaWorld also offers a Sea Lions Up Close tour where you can learn more about them and get a behind-the-scenes style look at their care. Located near the entrance to Mako is one of SeaWorld's signature animal exhibits, Shark Encounter. This is your chance to get an up-close look at the sharks and other ocean predators that have been around for hundreds of millions of years. The experience starts with a few smaller viewing tanks where you can see different species up close, including things like baby sharks and moray eels, along with displays that focus on shark biology and conservation. Then you'll reach the main event, a clear underwater tunnel that runs straight through the primary habitat. The tunnel is about 100 feet long, and as you move through, sharks and large fish swim all around you and right beside the glass. It creates this cool illusion that you're standing safely on the ocean floor while the animals cruise past. In the habitat, you can spot a mix of species like sand tiger sharks, sandbar sharks, black tip reef sharks, plus other marine life like sawfish, barracuda, and colorful reef fish, depending on the day. If you want to take it a step further, SeaWorld also offers a Sharks Up Close tour where you can go behind the scenes to learn more and take part in a feeding experience. And for a really unique meal, check out Sharks Underwater Grill, which sits right next to the habitat so that you can dine with stunning views into the aquarium. Near the main stadium, make sure that you stop by the Orca underwater viewing area. This is where you can watch the killer whales glide right past the glass beneath the surface. The orcas will usually be in this pool during the Dine with Orcas experience, which happens around 12:30 daily, so that will be your best chance to see them here. There is also an Orca Up Close tour where you can see these beautiful animals up close and get some amazing photos with these killer whales. Located at the Expedition Odyssey ride is the Expedition Odyssey Animal Exhibit. This is another immersive climate-controlled area designed to simulate an Arctic research station. And just like the Penguin Trek, you don't have to ride the attraction to see the animals because there's a separate entrance to the exhibit. Some of the most amazing animals that you can see here are the beluga whales, who are known for their striking white color and amazing vocalizations. The exhibit also features a group of walruses, including Yuki, an orphan Pacific walrus calf rescued in Alaska. You can see various seals, including harbor seals and harp seals, swimming and resting in their respective pools. For a limited time, Magellanic penguins are temporarily housed in the exhibit, offering a chance to see both Arctic and Antarctic species in one area. There are additional up-close tours for the walruses and beluga whales if you would like to get a closer look at either of these amazing animals. In addition to the animal exhibits, there are a few shows and presentations that are definitely worth checking out. The flagship show at SeaWorld is the Orca Encounter, and it happens right here at the Orca Stadium. This is SeaWorld's inspiring killer whale presentation and features the ocean's most powerful predator. The show is about 20 minutes long and is built around showcasing their natural behaviors. You'll get to see synchronized swimming and, of course, some unbelievably powerful jumps out of the water. These behaviors mimic how they would interact in the wild to hunt and play. The show has a lot of those big wow moments when the whales surface, breach, and glide right past the trainers. You can really get a sense of their massive size, speed, and intelligence. It's hard to understand the scale of just how massive these animals are until you see them moving through the water in person. SeaWorld, of course, ended their killer whale breeding program back in 2016, and today there are only 4 killer whales left, and these orcas will be the last generation to be in their care. Unfortunately, they cannot be released back into the wild, so while they are here, it's worth taking the time to stop by and see these incredible animals up close. Over at Dolphin Stadium is where you'll find the Dolphin Adventure Show. This is another educational presentation featuring Atlantic bottlenose dolphins and their trainers. These dolphins are incredibly smart and playful, and they're actually a species you can find right off the coast of Florida. The show runs about 15 minutes long and highlights their natural behaviors and remarkable adaptations that help them thrive in the wild. You'll see plenty of jumps, spins, and high-energy moments, and it's honestly just a fun break in the day. If you're picking a couple of shows to work into your schedule, this one is definitely worth stopping for. Another classic show worth seeing is the Sea Lion Show, located in the Sea Lion and Otter Stadium. This show stars the California Sea Lions Clyde and Seymour and their crew. It is definitely more of a hilarious entertainment experience, and you'll get to see the intelligence and playfulness of these flippered comedians. You'll even get to see an Asian small-clawed otter make an appearance, which is always a crowd pleaser. The show is really funny and informative and is another must-see while you're here. Okay, let's talk about some of the dining options at SeaWorld, starting with their 2 specialty dining options. First is Shark's Underwater Grill, located right next to Mako and the Sharks Encounter Aquarium. This restaurant is known for its breathtaking floor-to-ceiling aquarium views, allowing you to dine while watching a variety of sharks and marine life swim by. The Sharks Underwater Grill is also an upscale signature fine dining experience, and the prices definitely reflect that, with entrees typically falling between $30 to $45. And the food is surprisingly good. It has been recognized among the best of the best restaurants in Orlando, receiving several awards. Same-day reservations can be made at the host podium starting at 11 a.m., but due to its popularity, I highly recommend making a reservation online ahead of time to make sure that you get a table. SeaWorld's other specialty dining experience is their Dine with Orcas experience. Here, you'll be able to dine right next to the killer whales. You'll be able to watch as they interact and play with the trainers as you enjoy your meal. It's definitely one of the more immersive and memorable dining experiences that you can have. The restaurant features 3-course prix-fixe menu with unlimited soft drinks, so you'll have an appetizer, choice of entree, and a dessert for one fixed price. And pass holders do get a discount here as well when purchasing online. Those are the only specialty dining options. However, there are also plenty of quick service and snack options for a quick bite on the go. You've got options like Voyager Smokehouse for barbecue, Altitude Burgers or Lakeside Grill for burgers and sandwiches, Dockside Pizza Co. if you want a pizza, Expedition Cafe for a variety of American, Asian, and Italian options, Seafire Grill for handheld options, and Waterway Grill for South American style food. There's also several full-service bar options which offer themed cocktails and drinks. These include Flame Craft Bar, Glacier Bar, Waterway Bar, and the new South Pole Sips location in the Antarctic area of the park. SeaWorld also offers several seasonal events throughout the year. Most of these are included with regular park admission, but dates and offerings can shift year to year, so always double check the official event calendar before you go. From January to May is the Seven Seas Food Festival. This is SeaWorld's big foodie season, with tasting booths and limited time menus spread around the park. It's also when you'll see special cultural weekends and celebrations like St. Patrick's Day and Cinco de Mayo built into the festival. During the summer months is Electric Ocean. This is SeaWorld's nighttime summer party, and the whole park leans into a neon lights, music, and dance party. During the fall, there are a couple of spooky events going on. During the day is SeaWorld Spooktacular, which is their family-friendly event with trick-or-treating and silly characters. And in the evening, the park transforms into Howl-O-Scream, which is their scary after-hours event that is not meant for little kids. Howl-O-Scream is a separately ticketed event, and it has plenty of scare zones, haunted houses, and spooky shows. During the winter time, the park transforms into the Christmas celebration. Highlights include the Sea of Trees display, seasonal entertainment like Winter Wonderland on ice, special meet and greets with characters from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, plus specialty holiday shopping and themed merchandise around the park. There are plenty of add-on experiences available as well if you want to upgrade your day. These include quick queues and reserved seating if you would like to skip the lines. There's also VIP tours available if you want someone else to do all the planning for you and guide you through the park. Plus, there are tons of add-on animal experiences to choose from. Almost every animal here has an up-close tour that you can do, so if you love a specific animal and want to go behind the scenes and see them, then definitely check these out before your trip. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to see more theme park guides like this one. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.